Hey lovies, so welcome back to my channel, Extreme Tarot. My name is Gina and today we are looking into what your dreams, aka spirit, aka your subconscious mind, aka whoever, but really your dreams or your spirit guides via your dreams or your subconscious mind via your dreams has been trying to communicate to you. I love dreams and dream interpretation. It's like one of the first things I got into. As far as spiritual stuff is concerned, I have a little dreamer dictionary. I always look up my dreams. And I just wanted to kind of give this opportunity to kind of let your guides come through and just say whatever they want you to know. So I have 3 piles for you to choose from. I'll go a little more in depth about what the reading is going to be set up and everything once I get to your pile. So we have pile 1 here with this card and the rose quartz heart. We have pile 2 here with this card and the malachite. Actually, this looks like a heart too, but like an actual heart with this malachite crystal. And then we have pile 3 with this crystal that I'm not really sure what it is. I had bought it at a market and then just lost the little card. I could probably look it up and find out, but it looks like the beach and it's really pretty. So, sorry, my dog. So if you guys want to just pause the video, pick a pile, and then we'll just jump right in to find out what your dreams are trying to tell you, and I will see you there. Bye. Hey, pile 1. So if you guys chose this rose quartz heart and this card, this is going to be your reading. The card you chose was number 11 by the book. It has elephants on it. That could be significant to your dreams. Also, there's a desert landscape. That could be significant. There's flags. So any of those, things can be symbols that are actually in your dreams. So I have some oracle cards pre-shuffled that we're going to look at just to kind of get a general abstract message about what your dreams are trying to tell you. The general theme, basically, what areas of your life it's affecting, if that comes through, and what your dreams are trying to tell you about yourself. I have these spirit animal cards. I have a bunch of different oracles. The next thing I'm going to do is get a row of tarot just to kind of see what's going on in your waking life, what dynamics are happening in your actual waking conscious life, to see how the two are interacting, if they're opposite, if they're the same, if they're trying to tell you you're on the right track, basically, to get some sort of compare contrast. I'm going to pull those on camera. And then the last thing I'm going to do, well, the second to last thing I'm going to do is let your guides have the mic. Let them, I have these feather messenger cards that have different advice on them. And then also the Work Your Light Oracle. So we're going to do that to just let them kind of say any other messages that they want to say. And then the last thing we're going to do is pull from these tea leaves. Just to see if we can get any other symbols or things that could be coming through in your dreams, or any more messages, specifically just to kind of, I guess, not clarify, but what's the word? Corroborate that this is your reading. Corroborate the message. So let's just jump right in. So let's see, we have the zebra spirit coming through. Again, any of these animals or anything, if I notice any symbology that's calling out to me, I will make it, I'll let you guys know too, so you know. And you could be like, oh yeah, that was in my dream, or oh no, it wasn't. Just for further confirmation. I think that's the word I was looking for. Eagle spirit. I kind of have these animal cards as what energy you're in and what your guides or your dreams are kind of pushing you to be in. Then we have sorry about that, my dog was about to go nuts. I had to try to pipe him down. We have these astrology cards just to see kind of where and what these dreams are referring to. We have the yang energy here, proactivity, expression, doing, and forward motion. And the Cancer energy, nurture, comfort, and protection. And then these 2 cards from the Dreamscape Oracle. We have the Path, and we have Koi Fish. Okay. So right off the bat, Okay, interesting. The first thing I'm noticing is that we have this yang energy, which says forward motion, but we have these elephants in a line walking backwards.
Oh. Stop.
I'm sorry about that. Like the dog, their neighbor's dog is like running around barking his head off outside, and my dogs are trying to be like him. But anyway, come here, baby. Just sit with me, please. Thank you. Okay, come on. So anyway, so we have this by the book energy. So the first thing I really got when I looked at this card too, I started hearing in my head that song. I think it's in Peter Pan. Like, we're following the leader, the leader. I don't know, just like, aren't they all like, I don't know, walking together like in a straight line like that? I don't know, I just like that song like popped in my head, and it's like because he told us so. It's like something in that, like whatever. And it's interesting. I wish I knew more about zebras. I wonder if they're kind of like pack animal. They're like with the herd, you know, like, but I'm also thinking about like stampedes. And how like when one animal starts running, like the other one does, like they all start like stampeding away from danger or whatever. I think elephants and zebras are both parts of a stampede, if I'm not mistaken. From Jumanji I'm getting this information, not from any like actual research, but there's something about following a path that has been like laid out for you, as opposed to following a path of like your own creation. There's another thing I'm getting with this, it's like it's a lyric from a Pearl Jam song, Better Man, where it's like, she lies and says she's in, like, can't find a better, she dreams in color, she dreams in red. It's almost like this black and white existence that you're currently living in, but you have like bigger dreams, like you have more colorful aspirations, like the way in the third eye is like there's like this triangle of like all these multicolored, I don't know, forms or smokes or whatever it is, but all these different colors there. But and it's like the black and white existence. And then we have like the eagle spirit here as almost like the energy like your guides are trying to like get you like aligned with. I keep saying your guides, I know it's your dreams, but I feel like it's your guides communicate with you through your dreams or your own higher self or whatever it is. So it's almost like the eagles represent to me spirit, like, and just that whole like spiritual like aspect of life that I don't know if you've necessarily been following, because with this by the book energy, it's very much so, it's almost like you're drawing your own line in the sand, like your own limits. That's what she's doing in this card. She's drawing a line as if like, I can't cross this line, not allowed to. And it's almost like your guides are wanting you to maybe like not take, I'm kind of getting the feeling that your subconscious, your dreams are nudging you to take the path of like more resistance, not the path of least resistance, like not to draw lines in the sand that don't necessarily need to be there. I think almost with this yang energy to like step into your power. What area is, it's interesting because like Cancer energy to me is a very feminine energy. It's like the energy of the mother. Yang is like the opposite of that. So it's, and then we have this black and white. I feel like with that, it could be a path set out for you by your parents or something like that, but it's almost like your inner needs are being suppressed as you follow a path of like just doing things like the way that you like, the way that they've always been done, or the way that someone else has told you they should be done. I don't feel as though you're following the edict of your own heart and emotions. You're following someone else's plan and someone else's path. I don't know if you've actually taken the time to really dive into what you want for your own life, and maybe you have, and you've been struggling with that, and you're trying to figure out, because koi fish too are like, it's like they're known for like having to like swim upstream. It's like an uphill battle. I feel like is something that you feel if you kind of tried to go in your own direction. but it's whatever way you're going is kind of moving you further away from like connecting with yourself and your soul. So I want to get this tarot and kind of see what is going on in your actual life, like what dynamics or how you're feeling, like the things happening. So let's clarify these cards with tarot and see what we can get. We have the Three of Pentacles. What else for pile one? We have the Tower and the Queen of Wands. We have the King of Cups. Interesting. Again, there's like that mother-father dynamic, or like that masculine and feminine energy. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Swords. Okay. And on the back of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles. All right. So what am I getting from this? Yeah, there's almost like a lack of expansion on your path. It's like you don't want to expand beyond a certain point. Again, like you're keeping yourself in this sort of box, even though it's a triangle, but you're keeping yourself limited into this box, and you're afraid to kind of break out of it. It's almost like you fear the catastrophe of what would happen if you actually tried to expand beyond it. We have these two court cards, Queen of Wands, King of Cups. Now, Wands is like typically masculine and fire energy. The King of Cups are usually feminine energy, and the fact that like the masculine is coming through and as like a queen, and the feminine element is coming through as like a masculine, like a king, I think is like saying that there's a need for integration of your masculine and feminine energies. Whereas, yes, proactivity, expression, doing, and forward motion, like that, I feel like you're very good at that. I feel like you're very good at getting things done, doing the work with the Three of Pentacles here. But there's something lacking, some sort of emotional fulfillment lacking in your life, where you feel as though you're like, I don't want to say, I guess a fish out of water or something like that. You don't feel like it's a good fit for you. Like this zebra looks sad. His head is hanging. It's almost like, and there's even like, this looks like a desert too, with that desert imagery I was talking about before. And even this with the sand, there's something about sand. You could be having a dream about, I guess, a beach, but I'm more getting like a desert sand, but, or maybe like some sort of tropical location. But there's like the Ten of Cups to me signifies emotional fulfillment. And I just feel like that is what Spirit is trying to lead you towards. And it may mean ending certain things, walking away from certain things, like again, taking that upstream journey that's not, you know, maybe the easiest or the funnest, but just getting in line and following what everyone else is doing isn't necessarily going to bring you like the fulfillment that you crave. This is the only major arcana we have here, the Tower. So I'm getting that there is like a fear of change, a fear of rocking the boat, a fear of upsetting certain things, a fear of feeling like if you don't follow this path, like you'll have nothing, like everything will come crashing down. There's like this fear of disrupting your life, maybe disrupting other people's expectations. There's like this theme of like disruption. Again, could be parents, or it could be that like one parent is super firm about it while the other maybe is more open and like cheering you on, something like that. Or these could be signifying the two sides of yourself. One is like really like rigid with this staff, this wand in the ground like that, standing their ground, and the other one is more open and celebratory. It's like you're having this like inner battle where you're maybe like not really moving or doing anything even towards the goals that you've even like assigned for yourself. Like it's not really, you're not really making progress either way, because there's sort of like this division within you, or the scattered energy. So let's see what else we can get. What advice do your spirit guides have for you? Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. I like that, because yeah, I feel like that's, these girls are like tied to things, and they're trying to like float up. And isn't that from Peter Pan too? Oh my God, yeah. Like, remember when they're leaving and the dog is like tied and they're like, come on, Nana, and they like put the dust on the dog, and then the dog just like rises up and is like, see ya, like you can't go. It just is kind of reminding me of that. Like, you're tethered to something that you can't escape from. Again, they're like tied here. Also, I'm getting that image, like, what's that expression, like when someone has like a ring in your nose and they like lead you, it's like that kind of an energy. Oh, that's way too many. Okay, let's just get one more. What do your spirit guides want to tell you, pile 1? What further? Don't dim to fit in. Yes, like, again, you are not this zebra. Like, you have this vivid imagination or these vivid dreams or these big dreams or something like that. And it's like, you're almost like, again, you're trying to fit in with the crowd and go by the book and do whatever. But it's like, that's not you. Like, it's spirit is wanting you, again, to like wake up to who you really are. You could get a lot of intuitive hits and things like that you just tend to ignore. It's like you're very concerned with what other people think. I feel. I just want to check that these are all in the frame. Just give me one sec. They could be moved up a little bit. Hold on. Doesn't need to be that much. Okay. All right. Hopefully that's good enough. But and again, there's like a lot of like kind of like 3 imagery. Like, there's 3 people on this card. There's 3 people on this card. There's like the 3 of Pentacles. I feel as though there's 3 elephants on this card. So I don't know. Maybe there is something with like you and then like the 2 sides of yourself battling it out, or 2 like a parents or something like that, where people are trying to tell you what to do. And then we have the pelican. Choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. What else? What is your advice for pile 1? Blackbird. The magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. Okay. Hawk, pay attention. A powerful message is being communicated to you now. Oh, maybe it's mine. Just kidding. Anyway, what other advice do you have for pile 1? Loon, pay attention to your dream time. Messages of guidance are drifting in. Yeah, definitely, like, if you're not into, like, dreamology, just kidding, but, like, look into, like, whatever you're dreaming about, like, look into it. I'm trying to look now, like, I haven't really done this yet, but you could have feelings of being, like, trying to run, trying to talk, and you can't talk, trying to run, and you can't. Oh my God, there's, like, a desert here, too, kind of. There's, like, these mountainy, cratery looking things. The desert is really coming through. Maybe even dreams of like not being able to like drink water or something. Just because waters like represent emotions. You could have dreams of fish. Obviously we have all these different birds here. So there are a hawk, a loon, a blackbird, and a pelican. The zebra, the eagle, elephants. You could have dreams of like buildings falling down, things like that. Like just things crumbling. What else? Well, we're gonna get them from like the bag, but I just wanna, I'm trying to see if I'm getting anything else specifically from this. Maybe shells. I'm noticing the shell. There could be like, I don't know, I'm getting something about like wandering and not being able to like get anything to drink. Like that really like came through. I don't know from where, but like, there's 2 messages here about paying attention. Pay attention. A powerful message is being communicated to you now. Pay attention to your dream time. Messages of guidance are drifting in. So there's definitely like, there's something that you're not, I think that the fact that it came through twice like that, it's like almost like you see it, but you don't want to see it. So definitely try to tune in more to yourself and like whatever intuitive hits you're getting, like don't ignore them. explore them. Doesn't mean you have to follow each and every whim that you have, but definitely at least I wouldn't draw any lines in the sand for yourself. I mean, why limit yourself in that way, you know? I don't know. And that song that was coming through was Better Man by Pearl Jam. So we're going to pick from this any other, and just any other symbols that maybe have been in your dreams. I was also noticing this flower here. If they want to like kind of come through and just confirm that you're in the right reading. We have a goldfish. Oh, interesting. It kind of is like reminding me of the koi fish. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. And I think spirit is wanting you to know that you can have both. It doesn't have to be one or the other. That if you follow kind of like your heart and you're doing something that you're passionate about, like success will naturally follow at some point, you know? It's like, but it's not going to if you're not aligning with what you actually, you know, are destined, not destined, I hate saying that. Like, if you're not actually like aligned with your spirit and following your own path, you're following someone else's path, it's going to be hard to get into like that alignment. What was that? Where it was like raise your vibration. So even if people aren't understanding you or you feel like they're judging you and you're like feeling resentful, like forgive them, because that will raise your vibration. Like try to just like understand that they're probably just scared for you, or that's just the way things have always been done in their life. Maybe they weren't brave enough to kind of, you know, change things up. Maybe that's what they actually wanted to do. Doesn't mean that's what you have to do. And try to just forgive the situation and realize that there might be untapped potential, maybe even psychically, like that third eye is being highlighted here. So then we have candle, you will be shown the way. Yet maybe you're like, if I don't follow this path, like set out by whoever, society, my parents, like whatever, it's like, I'm not going to know what to do. But like with this candle, that's like promising that there will be like, they will be there to light the way. Like your spirit guides, like your own higher self, like knows what to do, and you will too. Flowers, happiness. Yeah, flowers I was getting. Just with that one, I mean, there was only one, but it really was like sticking out to me. What other things could be popping up? And pile one streams, pin, a new job or career. Yeah, like there's something about that where, I don't know, maybe you had some ideas, but I'm thinking like you just like put a pin in it in order to just kind of follow a more traditional path. What else? We have axe. Forces working against you. I don't think that's necessarily like that's what's happening, but I feel like there could be somebody almost like blocking the way, trying to maybe kind of let your dreams die before they even begin. Let's see, what other things could be popping up in your dreams? Pile one. Broken wishbone. Wish will not be granted. So you could be having dreams where like things just don't work out, or like you're breaking things. Just with that, it's like cracked. It's like you're breaking things. Even people may be chasing you and you can't run. Like I was saying, hat, you will be playing a different role. Oh, interesting, like wearing different hats. So Amy, maybe hats could be figuring in your dream. Let's see what else. Kite, vacation. Kites actually looks like a fish, not a kite. Or is it a kite a type of fish? I don't know. It doesn't look like a kite you would like fly, but okay. Egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. Yeah, no matter what you decide to do, if you put in the time and energy, like you will succeed and you will know what to do. And one more. What other imagery is coming through in pile one streams? Target, a goal-oriented person. There's a lot about like goals and career and the path and being shown the way. Needing to like, there's this third eye highlighted here and here. There's a need to kind of really like open up to and like wake up to who you really are. And let's see, we have April. So that could just be confirmation if you have a birthday in April, or maybe like something big will happen in April's coming up if you're watching this when I'm recording it. So it could be something like significant will happen that will kind of like move this along for you or something. I don't know. Wishbone. Oh, look, a wishbone. Oh, a wish is granted. Now we have the wishbone here. Interesting. Or maybe there could be some difficult situation happening now and it'll be fixed by April. Like Spirit just wants you to know these two are calling out to me. Ram. Okay, we could definitely have some Aries here with April and the Ram coming through. That's interesting. And then Bat. Take care, enemies are working against you. That's like two things about people working against you. So I feel like you really could be dreaming about things like that. And what's on the bottom? Scissors, disappointment, and some affair. So it's like with the axe and the target coming out together, I feel like, again, you could be getting chased. You could be having dreams where someone's like coming after you, where you're trying to do something, but you keep missing. Like sometimes, like, cause I'm a waitress, I have a dream that I'm waiting on like a room full of people and I keep walking by this one table that like I can't remember that I have to bring. I keep forgetting like, oh, I have to bring them like some ranch dressing, and every time I walk by I'm like, oh my god, I never brought that ranch. Like I have that dream like a lot. So it's like where you just keep kind of missing the target. There's eggs. Birth could be a thing. I mean, chickens, like whoever like lays eggs and things like that. Wishbone is like turkey, Thanksgiving, things like that. I'm trying to think what else is like coming through. Definitely fish. And this is, with the goldfish and the koi fish coming out, I feel like there is something about money and career and you needing to decide like what you want to do. And I think before you can like, and with these scissors here, honestly, I'm getting that you need to cut these ties to everybody else and really just take the time to kind of tune in to what you really want. Especially because like with that Aries energy that's coming through, it's like Aries is all about the self. Aries doesn't do what other people want them to do. They do what they want to do, whether they fail or succeed. Like they're gonna just, it's like, look, we have a broken wishbone, but then we have a wishbone where a wish is granted. It's like, even if like, you know, things don't work out, it's like they could always be repaired. You can always fix, you can always try something new. So I think we're going to leave it there, pile one. I hope that helped. I hope that was interesting and you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you liked it. And if you did, you know, show me some love. Love it. Otherwise, I will catch you in the next reading. All right. Bye. Hey guys. So if you chose pile 2, this card and this lovely chunk of malachite, this is going to be your reading to see what your dreams are trying to tell you. The first card we have is a change in the wind, number 12. The way I'm planning on laying out this reading, I have some pre-shuffled oracles to represent basically like the abstract messages trying to come through. They're upside down. The abstract kind of like dreamtime messages floating in. Then we're going to get some tarot to see like what's actually going on in your life. Just for further clarification, kind of look at the subconscious and the conscious, like everything, you as a whole. And then we're going to let your spirit guides have the mic and give any additional guidance or advice that they want to give. And then finally, we are going to draw cards from this tea leaf bag for any further symbology, any like things that could be in your dream, just for further confirmation that this is in fact your reading, or just to kind of make you like feel better about the advice that's been given here by your spirit guide. So let's just hop right into it. So we have coming out for you the golden egg and the bat, the north node, destined to have, and the air element, open-minded, objectivity and learning. We have the serpent card, as well as the shadow. Interesting. All right, so the first thing I'm thinking is that you guys might be having like maybe scarier dreams. Like you might be having nightmares, because we have the shadow, we have the bat, we have the serpent, kind of like we have a dragon, kind of like scarier creatures. Like, I mean, it's not like a kitten and a puppy and a cow. Like, I don't know, like, you know, it's like they're kind of generally more darker things. We have the shadow card here in reverse. And this always reminds me of like kind of like a willingness to like look at your shadow and look under the bed, but it's in reverse. So I feel like there are some subconscious and unresolved fears that are kind of keeping you stuck. And now spirit is trying to draw your attention to those. I feel like there's another zebra here, so that's interesting to me. That was in the first pile as well. But I don't know if it's like the same message. I guess we'll see as we go on. I'm getting more of like an airier feel, although there is like kind of like a deserty landscape, although there is water in this one where there wasn't a lot in the first pile. But okay, so I feel as though there is some underlying fear. This to me is a pretty clear message. There's like underlying fears that you're not good enough to kind of like get what you want or something like that. There's, I think, also a fear that like maybe you don't have enough on the outside, even though I feel like you do have this beautiful heart with this heart chakra energy coming through. It's like you almost like hide yourself away out of fear that you're not able to get the things that you want. Obstacles are going to come up that you can't deal with. And with the serpent energy, it might be that you're sort of acting in a way like defensively. Like say you're dating somebody but you're insecure about yourself, and then maybe you're accusing them of things, or stuff like that, where it's like you're maybe acting in a way that's stemming from a more subconscious fear, and you're just not really in like your best energy ever, like out of fear. But I really do believe it's out of fear. It's like a fear that things will never work out, there'll always be some mountain to climb, and so you have to be like sneaky. There's like a suspicious energy, like you have to be sneaky and like kind of like slither under the radar or something, and like in the dark, like you could only like fly after dark, because I don't think bats even come out until like they're definitely nocturnal, but I think most of the time they don't even come out unless um it's dark out. Like I don't know if that's true, but I think it is. So there's like this feeling of like needing to hide yourself away, and this is reminding me of a tower, and it's like on top, and it's like on the back of this zebra, and it almost looks like it's like the wind is, again, it's a change in the wind. So it's almost like, what am I getting with this? I was just thinking about wind and how you can't see wind, but it like moves, you can see it moving other things. So it's almost like this subconscious fear that you have that you can't see and you're not really actually aware of is like affecting and like having things like take shape in your conscious life. It's something like that. So let's dive a little deeper with this tarot and see what's going on for you guys. My pile twos. And I think you do have like a pure, like golden little heart here, but it just could get, again, with the fear, there's like weight on you, where it's like you're trying to keep your heart safe and like nestled in this nest, I guess. And like in doing so, you could be kind of acting like, again, in ways that aren't maybe the best, but we'll see what more comes out. And as for which area of your life this could be affecting with these astrology cards, I feel as though, well, the North Node is kind of like the person that you're growing into, like the things that you have to like learn in this lifetime. Like for instance, my North Node is Aries, my South Node is Libra, and Libra is a very like going along to get along, fair, balanced, people pleasing, some might say. I mean, if not in balance, it could kind of go in that direction. Whereas Aries energy is more outgoing, more leader, more like, I don't give a, like, I'm going to do what I want kind of an energy. So it's like learning the lessons, like moving from your South Node to your North Node in order to kind of align with what you're kind of meant to align with in this lifetime. And I feel as though whatever like that would be for you, which I guess would be going from like this golden egg to this bat energy. Bats are all about rebirth, and it's interesting because we have this egg, which is like also about birth. I mean, an egg just makes me think of birth, but I feel like there could be some healing needed to be done in your heart chakra, because this like is reminding me of this card, and it's like the Isis oracle that I have, and there's this one meditation where it's like you go into your heart and there's this golden web, and there's certain parts of the web that have been torn, and like you do a meditation and you imagine them kind of like getting healed and like re-knitting together. It's like really cool. And that's like, this reminds me of like a big space here. Like there's some damage in the heart, damage in the soul here. I wasn't even asking a question yet, sorry. That was the Eight of Swords. But yeah, it's like you're keeping your heart like restricted and allowing, like with this air energy, like your fears to kind of take the forefront. And I mean, there is like a good and a bad side to every thing, and in every card, every animal in this deck like has like a shadow, like a positive, like a light and a dark attribute, basically. Let me look up the bat. I'm curious to see. When in balance, accepts, adapts, and adjusts. When out of balance, refuses to let go, reminisces. Yeah, that makes sense. Accepts, adapts, and adjusts with change in the wind. It's like, I guess they're saying like the bat is adaptable because it can like see in the dark. It's like, and especially if you're having nightmares and things like that, where you're scared and things like that, it's like you could be afraid of trying to navigate life and like your waking life until these nightmares are manifesting in your dream time, you know, to just kind of highlight the fear that you're operating under. So let's see what else is going on here for my pile twos. What's going on in their actual lives that's affecting their dreams? What scenarios in their lives are playing out that are affecting them subconsciously? The Four of Cups. The Knight of Swords. The Five of Swords. The Eight of Cups. The Four of Swords. A lot of swords here. A lot of air energy. We have the whole air element. The Emperor. Aries energy. And one more, please, Spirit. Judgment. Back of the deck, the Hanged Woman. Interesting, because that's number 12. And so is a change in the wind. So that like 12 energy, like that Hanged Man energy is kind of coming through twice. I also feel like, yeah, like the way that this is coming through in your life could be the way that you're communicating with people. Again, that relationship example that I was using, perhaps you're, again, like kind of taking it out on the person that you're dating, or you're taking it out on your fears out on like the people around you in some way. Like you have these insecurities, and the way you're dealing with people is something that Spirit is wanting you to take a look at with all this swords energy. How many swords? We have the air element. We have the bat, which is an air, animal. We have 1, 2, 3. So we have like 5 cards that are like regarding that airy element. And air, it says open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. And I think there's an important message here about if you've had painful things happen to you in the past and you have learned from them, you know, take the knowledge that you've acquired and keep your eyes open, you know, even in the dark here. I feel like you could be afraid to sleep at night or something, like without the lights on. But, or maybe that's just a metaphor for you like living your life. Like you're afraid to kind of like leap. There's something about this that's making me think of an abyss. Like you're afraid to like try new things. Like you're just afraid. There's like a lot of fear here. You're afraid of betrayal with the Five of Swords. You're afraid of being played like a fool, I just wanted to say. Also with this like Knight of Swords with the sword here, obviously it's the Knight of Swords, but, and this dragon, it's like there's an unwillingness to sort of face these fears. It's what's the point? There'll just be like another mountain I have to climb and another situation that's gonna be bad. There's like a lot of like mountain imagery. So you could be dreaming about mountains. I mean, I guess swords. Like, it's funny because I didn't really use the suits like that as like things for the dream, but like these swords are really like standing out to me. The way there's like a bear coming through, you could be having dreams about being like maybe choked or strangled or like suffocated. And I also feel like it would be like one of those dreams, the way that this guy is like looking at his sword, because the sword is a weapon and it's like he's looking in it and seeing his own reflection. It could be one of those dreams where like you're being chased and then you like turn around. Yeah, and with this mirror imagery, it's like you turn around and it's like it's yourself chasing you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it could be a thing like that where, like, honestly, where what you're fearing is fear itself, like, you know. And I love a good old FDR quote, you know, as I love him. So it's like, yeah, but that's true. It's like, again, like you're making yourself crazy by just fearing things that haven't even happened or like aren't necessarily going to happen. There's a lot of like cups and swords energy, and that to me is saying that there's like a stagnation going on right now. We have a lot of fours here as well. There's a lot of like stagnation energy. Like there's not like, we're not moving towards things because like we see like that there could be this dragon off in the distance. So we're not going to act on things. We're just going to kind of think about them and feel our feelings maybe. I feel like you are feeling fear, and I also think that you're thinking thoughts about, yeah, the way this emperor is like being held back by their own fears. That's the message. Like that is the message. Like you're scared and you need to confront these fears, like whatever they are. So we're going to get this advice from these cards and just see what else like your spirit guides want to like bring forth. What messages do they have for additional advice for pile 2? What additional, oh, this came out for pile 1. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. And look, warrior woman, again with that sword. Have you answered your deepest calling? Warrior. I also feel like you could be somebody who kind of pretends to be, not pretends, but kind of has like a tough exterior, kind of like a front. But inside it's like you're like scared. You're like a scared, like this bat, like this looks so cute to me. Like you're just like scared to, I don't know, like just like an innocent kind of an energy. Let's get one more only. What's your advice for pile 2? One card, please. What advice do you have for pile 2 directly? Okay, enough with these millions of cards going out. And then we have Mintakan, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Interesting. So longing for home, maybe you're thinking of moving, or you just feel out of place. And again, it's like you're trying to connect with other people, but it's like out of fear. It's like kind of keeping you kind of hiding away. All right. Duck. Find comfort and balance in simple ways. You have support all around you. Maybe you feel like alone, or maybe in your dreams you feel like alone or something, and like spirit is saying like, no, you're not alone. Oh, you have, yes, Kiki. What else does spirit want to tell you? What do your spirit guides want to tell you? Dove, feel and allow a deeper sense of peace to fill you now. This is a divine quality. So it's saying that you could choose to be peaceful. And maybe in your mind you think you are, because I feel like all these fears are very subconscious, and that maybe you like act out because of them. But it's like, as recognition is power, and once you know and you're like understanding that you're operating from a place of fear, you can choose to kind of like you know, operate from a place of peace, or at least try to with Blackbird. The magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. And one more. Hi, baby. Thank you. Finch, new opportunities and choices are opening to you now. Claim them. I feel like you're afraid to kind of claim any opportunities that you do get. I don't know. I just feel like a sense of fear, like again, like a stagnation, like she's just sitting there. It's like my home is there, but I'm here, but I'm not going to dive in. I'm like too scared. Like again, maybe it's like that dragon might rear up again. Hello. That dragon might rear its head. There might be some things that I can't navigate. It's just like, it's like, seems to me just like fear, like straight up fear. So there's definitely like a need to release some fears and confront some fears, and you know, realize that like the only thing holding you back is yourself. Like I really think that was like a thing like that, where someone's like chasing you or trying to like get you or something, and then you look and you realize it's just you, you know. So let's see what else I have. These tea leaf cards, any other symbology from the dreams or messages that want to come through. Clouds, temporary problems. Interesting, because I don't know if I said that, but the way that the wind moves the clouds. But it's interesting. This looks almost exactly the same to me, these two images. So you could be having dreams about clouds, because that came through. There's clouds in this too. And like a lot of these cards now that I'm looking at them. But it's like this little sun peeking out, the sun peeking out. It's it says temporary problems. So even if there are some difficulties in your relationships and things like that right now, like you have the power to like fix them by, I feel like, dealing with the unseen fears inside of you that can help you be just like a little bit lighter. We have Rose, romance is in the air. Yeah, I was kind of feeling like this was related to romance in some way and to your like romantic relationships in general. Even if you're not seeing anybody right now, this could be a pattern of yours that you're trying to break. We have Sun, happiness and well-being. I like that because there was like a sun on this card too. So the Sun. Yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. Interesting. What else could be coming through? We have love. Yeah, we have love and romance coming through. Very nice. So maybe that's just a message from like your spirit guides too, that you can trust if you are in some sort of new connection or something like that. Like you can trust that, you know, not that, oh, you're going to be with this person forever necessarily, but like you can trust that like you're meant to kind of experience this love right now, and you don't have to be afraid to swim towards it. Like you can allow it to kind of invade your being, like without worrying. Like even if things don't work out, doesn't, you know, mean, let's see, we have Lion, time to act. It could be Leo's in this pile. Also lions speak about, also gonna be having dreams about lions or like jungle cats or something. Success. Interesting. We had two of those astral houses, love and success. So to me, that's saying like success and love is like coming through. Like don't be afraid to act and go after what you want. I feel like in the situation, like you are the one that needs to kind of make the decision to move forward. So we have October. Your birthday could be in October. What's in October? Libra season could be relevant, or Scorpio, I think. No. I don't remember when Libra season starts. I'm so sorry. We have Haystack. Karma, you will reap what you have sown. And I also think that's like you will manifest what your vibration is. So don't be afraid to take a look at these underlying. There's a lot of like full moon imagery as well on these cards. So there could be some like cleansing and release that needs to be done. Dagger, fear, worries, tense situations. That's definitely coming through in your dreams. Like there's definitely nightmares. There's definitely like someone chasing you. And again, it's like someone's coming after you with oh my God, I just dropped a bunch of cards. Someone's coming after you with a bunch of knives, and I'm going to put them back in because that was like way too many. and with a knife in their hand or whatever, and then you turn around, grab the knife, and look in their eyes, and it's you. Like, it's like one of those, like, I'm kind of getting that dream, like, scenario. Like, even look with these two birds facing each other. It's like, oh my god, it's you. Let's see what else. Bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. I feel like that's a theme in your dreams, like turning around to face these fears. So maybe that's kind of what's been happening, like that confrontation when you finally do it. Frying pan, trouble, accusations. Cooking, I guess, could be in your dreams. Bull, Tauruses could be significant. You could be a Taurus or something about Taurus seasons. And we have nest. Interesting that nest came through because this was a nest here too. And eggs. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. You could be having dreams about your family, maybe having a dream that, like, with that longing for home. Again, if you live far away from your family, you could really be missing them and just being in like a strange place right now and feeling isolated. We have younger woman, dealings or relationship with a younger woman. So that could be in your dream. And then we have jug, lighthearted, carefree time. All right, guys, I guess that's where we're going to leave it here. I hope that this reading resonated and brought you some sort of like deeper clarity and understanding about what your subconscious is trying to tell you. Always a little murky when we dive in there, but hopefully clouds, temporary problems, just like fell out again. So yeah, just keep in mind that even if things seem bleak right now, it's just temporary. The wind will be coming to like move things along. Don't doubt it. And keep doing you. If you enjoyed this reading, please leave me some love and let me know. And otherwise, I will catch you in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye. Hey, pile 3. So if you guys chose this card and this blue stone, this is going to be your reading to see what your dreams are trying to tell you. So the card you chose was this. It's the Blessed card, and it's number 22. I have some pre-shuffled oracle cards for you guys here. I'm going to set up and then we're going to do tarot. So the oracles are basically to get like a understanding of like what your dreams are trying to tell you. The tarot is more of like what's going on in your life right now. Then we're going to get some advice direct from your spirit guides, just in case the messages aren't really being clear to you in the dreams. And then just some tea leaf, whatever these are called, tea leaf cards, just to get any additional like imagery or symbols that could be coming through in your dreams. So, and like messages. So let's see what we have here. We have the lizard. We have the whale. These are kind of representing the like you right now and kind of like the energies that your dreams or your spirit guides are trying to get you to like align with. And we have house 2 and the moon. So again, these are the areas of your life that your dreams are trying to draw your attention to. And we have the gate in reverse and the light in reverse. Okay. So, blessed. I feel like spirit is wanting, your dreams are trying to get you ready for more of like a more positive phase of your life that is trying to manifest. I feel as though you could be kind of not trusting that this is going to happen. And so we have the lizard and the whale. And this lizard is like a bunch of different colors. Again, it's kind of reminding me of like a chameleon, but lizards are known for being dreamers and also being survivors. And that kind of combination makes me think that you've had a lot of dreams that have like fallen through. I'm almost getting that song, How to Love by Lil Wayne. Like you had a lot of love that didn't last forever. Now you're in the corner trying to put it together. How to love. I feel like whether it's love or even like other kinds of like friendship, but just you've had a lot of things go wrong. Like you've had like big dreams for yourself that have kind of fallen flat. The lizard, it's like, I know they molt, is that the right word? MOLT, like they shed their skin. So it's kind of like Also, like, they're regenerative, like if their tail gets cut off or falls off or whatever, like they grow a new one. And I feel like that could be something that you've always had to do. You've had no choice. And I feel like that's been like an ongoing thing in your life. And it's almost as if you're stopping yourself from like hoping for more for yourself, for looking to the light, for opening up this gate, because you fear that it's just going to be another like disappointment. Like the where that this is coming through, we have house 2 that deals with, it says physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. And then we also have the moon. Hi. Satisfy emotional needs, nurture self and others. So there's 2 things about the self. And I feel like what this is saying is that you're almost insecure in your own abilities and your own value. You maybe almost, because these things have like fallen through in the past and not worked out, have kind of like put the blame on yourself in a way. And I think Spirit is really wanting you to know that, like, no. And the whale a lot of times is like a symbol of like ancient wisdom and things like that. So I think what the message that I'm getting with that is that these things happened again so you could build your strength. You could be like the consummate survivor, kind of. And yes, you're very strong, and yes, you know how to survive, but it's also taken a toll on your ability to like believe like in miracles, believe in blessings and things like that. It's almost like you're turning your back on this aspect of yourself that could kind of hope for more. And just with this whale, there could be a tie to the Sirius or like Lemuria, like those kind of ancient civilizations, and like, you know, these starseed things. And I see stars here. I feel like maybe like your star family is kind of coming through in your dreams to like remind you of who you actually are, like on a soul level. And I feel like you just kind of keep looking back on your disappointments and just devaluing yourself, which is sad. And another thing that I want to point out with this house 2 and then the moon, it's like house 2 is like about finances and things like that. Sometimes it's also just about value in general and like the things we find value in. And the moon is obviously emotions, and like a very watery kind of an energy. This is like earth energy, both feminine energies, but like I guess 2 different expressions of feminine energy. And I feel as though that there could be some issues in your physical world that kind of, that you take as a sign that like you're not a valuable person or something. Like maybe you're not super responsible, say. That's one example. You don't tend to like these little details, and it makes you, you know, you kind of let things pile up, and then it makes you almost feel like a failure, and you get down on yourself, when it's okay to like mess up and it's okay to recognize these things. But all you have to do is kind of set out and start kind of changing the way you do things. And it's never too late. You could start today, you could start tomorrow. So if there have things that have been like kind of building up and festering, like whatever it could be, like these little details, like everyday details in life, you can always like turn those around and just, you know, maybe that could be something that's affecting your emotions, these little like things that are getting unattended to. So that's something I wanted to say. I felt like that was a message coming through. Also, there's a message about psychic gifts with the lizard and the whale. They both speak of ancient wisdom, being able to manifest with the lizard, like dreaming a world into being. Also, yeah, just that psychic, like those psychic gifts. And I feel like something that your spirit guides want you to know too is that like with this chameleon energy, I feel like you could take on a lot of the emotions of the people around you, and this could lead to some kind of inner chaos and conflict, and you need to spend a lot of time alone energizing and recharging. And I think Spirit is wanting you to really like take the time to do that, because I feel like you're meant to do great things here in this lifetime. I really feel drawn to say that. The whale is just, they have the biggest brain and the biggest heart. Like, you have a lot going for you. You have this potential to be like in this whale energy. I would look up whales and they're, because this is like in my mind who you really are. As far as your dreams and the things that you could be seeing, I mean, you could be seeing sea creatures, whales, sharks, dolphins. I would say more like, well, look, there's a dolphin here. I didn't even realize that. But yeah, dolphins. I mean, it's been here for all 3 readings, but I just like noticed it. Or obviously like lizards, iguanas, chameleons, like things like that, reptiles. You could also be seeing like stars, roses, the ocean in general, because I'm seeing an ocean here. Whales are in the ocean. There's like waves here. So like definitely the ocean and big bodies of water could be factoring into your dream. You could also be having dreams with these 2 being in reverse. The light is making me think of fun. So like say you're having a dream where like you're going to do something fun and then you get scared and you can't do it. You're like, no, I can't. Like something like that, where you're like stopping yourself from like experiencing the good things in life. I feel like it could be like, say your friend's like, hey, let's go on this Ferris wheel. And you're like, okay. And then you get there in the dream and you look up and you're like, oh my God, no, like I can't, it's too scary. And like you don't, and that could just be a metaphor for you kind of just like unintentionally blocking off your dreams before they even, just like you're out of fear. And just because you feel a lack of security and physical security, yeah, like as if you're going on a ride and you can't control, like if you're up high in the air, you could be afraid of heights or something. So that's something that could be coming through in your dreams, because she's up high and her eyes are closed, almost like I'm not looking down. So you could have dreams even that you're like flying, that you're, again, like on like a high, or someone's inviting you, like, oh, like go on this ride, like the Ferris wheel thing I was talking about. And you're like, no, like you're almost stopping yourself. Like this, in this gate, she's like opening the gate, but it's so in reverse. I feel like you're closing the gate. I feel like you're blocking out the light. So let's get some more insight from the tarot and see what's going on. Let me see. With my pile 3s, what's actually going on in their lives that is coming through subconsciously in their dreams. Things in their waking life are affecting them on a subconscious level. Ooh, that's a good one. Wait, hold on. And for pile 3. Ooh. We have the 7 of Cups. Death. Yeah, almost like there's so many, you're like afraid to choose an option because it's just going to blow up in your face. And I feel like this is in multiple areas of your life, throughout your whole life. I don't feel like this is like right now. I feel like this is more so a general theme of your life. Even this is reminding me of some sort of like amusement park, like ride where you go and it's like a, I don't know, like opens up, but I don't know. I'm kind of getting that could be a thing in your dreams. The Knight of Cups. Maybe, because this is about what's going on now, maybe there's somebody trying to like come through with an offer right now. Oh, 9 of Swords, and you're shook. You're a little like hesitant. You feel like it's just going to be another like effed up situation. We have the 4 of Cups. That, I don't know, maybe they have like a lot of options, because the way this person is sitting, and there's this pink cup like on their mind, but then there's 3 other cups here. And so maybe you fear that they're gonna like cheat on you. Maybe that's something that you've been through, or they have a lot of options and they would never even just like pick you in the first place or something like that. Justice, Libra energy coming through, and also Scorpio. I didn't say that. A lot of water energy. Oh, that's fire, sorry. But with this, and then like I was saying, the moon, and then the Knight of Cups, Scorpio, the Four of Cups, the Seven of Cups. A lot of water here. I didn't even really just notice that till just now. What else? I feel like they could be offering, someone could be offering you an actual relationship right now, or trying to really like, or even if there was something in the past with this person where maybe they were a little hesitant at first themselves, and then you, I don't know, like they're trying to fix it now, but something like that. Ooh, the Chariot. Yeah, again, that imagery of like rides, and again, that serious thing that I was talking about, because this is I mean, it looks like a King Tut, you know, kind of headdress there. I don't know what you call it, but that's like a serious thing. Egypt is very connected to that. So you could be connected to ancient Egypt. There's like this kind of Egyptian feel here. And then with the whale, I was really getting that. What else? And then the Six of Wands. Yeah, it's like you have the potential to have a lot of fun in your life right now. You have Judgment on the bottom of the deck, so that's Pluto energy, which is very much like this death energy, even though it's Scorpio, but it's a similar like kind of an energy. I think, yeah, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, and sometimes people say Mars, so like I get them confused sometimes, but whatever, either way. I feel as though there's this potential for fun and like happiness in your life, and you're more so just almost like maybe turning your back on it. There's like a tendency of self-sabotage here where you're trying to block it out before you get hurt. But I think Spirit is really wanting you to go for it, and just kind of, that's almost again reminding me of like a roller coaster, and it's like the difference between riding on the roller coaster and like gripping on for dear life and just kind of like woo, like letting like the sensations kind of like overwhelm you, and just feeling that swooping when you like go on the ride. There's something about rides here. I think that's cool. Like, so that could be a thing, or even just like in a car, you're in a car that's driving really fast or something in your dream, or like a boat could be a boat, because we have all this like water kind of imagery here. But definitely the ocean. But yeah, I feel like Spirit is really wanting you to kind of just, your dreams are really trying to highlight your fears so you can like acknowledge them, and that they may be holding you back, and just kind of go for something new and just give something new a chance. What are the majors that we have? We have Cancer energy with the Chariot. We have the Chariot, Justice, and Death. And I feel like this is like more of your past here, where every time you try something new, it just kind of blows up in your face. And then now you're, I would say, like in this situation, and I think Spirit is trying to assure you that success is assured for you. That this isn't, even if things don't work out in the situation, there's justice. It's going to be a fair exchange. I don't think it's going to be some like situation where you are like played for a fool or something like that. I feel like if anything, you're going to feel good in the situation. And with justice, that does speak of relationships. So someone could really be trying to offer you a serious relationship here, and you're almost like downplaying your feelings for this person, or you're like scared. And I guess it doesn't have to be just a relationship, but I really am getting that coming through with the Knight of Cups and Justice. But whatever it is, if you're already in a relationship, and this is about a job, because we do have the second house here, Spirit is really wanting you to know like that. And I really feel like this is your star family kind of coming through. And if you don't resonate with that, that's fine. It doesn't have to be. But if you do, this could be just like extra confirmation for you. But like definitely for a few of you, like there's some Syrian ties here that are definitely coming through. Definitely you're some sort of empath. You definitely feel things super deeply for the people around you. And like I was saying earlier, I think that can make you want to like hide away from these things sometimes. But Spirit is really wanting you to embrace these emotional, just like learn how to ride the waves of, you know, your own emotions, and like even other people's, because if you're an empath, like you're definitely soaking them up. And there's a way you can maybe like tweak things a little bit to like build up some boundaries, so you're not, just kind of shield yourself. There's like, I know Reiki Rachel does a protection, it's like a Reiki you can do every morning. It's like protection for empaths and light workers. I feel like this is definitely you, so it's something I would look into. I will try to link it below. Also, for whatever reason, YouTube hasn't been letting me post in my description box. Every time I do, it's just like disappears. It's like really weird. I'll try it like 10 times for each reading. So I'll always put that stuff in the comments. So just look for it there. If like description box is empty, it might work today. Who knows? But we'll see. So what other specific advice? We're gonna let your spirit guides have the mic and just let them directly say whatever they want to say to you right now. We're gonna get 2 cards from here. Ooh. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Yeah, like don't be afraid to have fun. And look, this is 2 people dancing like in tandem, if you will. Don't be afraid to open the door for something new. You could end up having a great time, and you could almost be blocking this from coming in by like worrying about things too much or just letting your past fears get to you. And just because something has been a certain way for you doesn't mean it has to continue that way. I mean, but it's almost like there's this book, it wasn't from this deck, but I have another animal deck, and I know in the lizard, for the lizard card in that deck, like it's like the Native American medicine, I don't know, but it talks about a story where like a lizard and a snake, and I don't know, the lizard basically dreams that the snake comes and is like, can I share your shade, lizard? And he's like, yes, it's okay, because I know you already had a mouse for lunch today, so you're not hungry or something. And then like the book goes on to talk about how like the lizard created themselves not being eaten, you know, but if they had like dreamed about things differently, they could have created themselves being eaten, if that makes sense. Not that it's your fault if like bad things happen to you. Sorry, I can't speak sometimes when I'm channeling, but at the same time, like you do have to take a certain amount of responsibility and at least look into the way that you expect your life to go. And if you are like recognizing that you have a sense of fear and doom and gloom kind of a vibe about things, at least, you know, you have like, I'm sure, reasons to feel that way, but try to like, yeah, do something to change your energy, whatever that could mean for you. Because really, like, if the future hasn't happened yet, you don't know how it's going to be. And I think the people in your, I don't know, whoever's coming through here in your dreams, spirit guides, star family, angels, whoever, passed on loved ones. Yeah, look, birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Didn't I say that or something? Like, I said something like that when I was first talking about this lizard. But anyway, it's like, whatever, they're trying to let you know that there's blessings on the way. You just have to be open to them. Let's see, one more from this deck. Okay. Pleiades. Look at that. That's another, so there could be Syrian, starseeds, and Pleiades. Pleiadian. Double mission, channeling, and uplifting humanity. So there's definitely something about star seeds coming in. Even on this card here, there's like pyramids with that Egypt thing. It says share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. So yeah, don't be afraid to kind of share your life with somebody. And also there is this stuff coming through about you possibly have, like I was saying, I feel like you do have a purpose, like a special purpose and double mission. So it's like, I think you have more lessons to learn than the average person, and just understand that that was maybe why these things had to happen. Like all these trials and tribulations that you've been through. But if you can like accept that those were how am I trying, experiences that basically just furthered your wisdom and like gave you tools to like navigate and to help other people, like it's almost like you feel grateful for them, you know? And that's how you know how to like uplift humanity, because you know how to uplift yourself. You've done it, like, and you are doing it and you continue to do it. And I feel like you continue to do it for other people. Nurture yourself and others. Like that is your mission in a way, like whatever way that is for you, channeling and uplifting. And then we have share your voice. So like you have a message to share, and you have a very important purpose in this life. And sometimes it's hard to believe those things about ourselves, like especially with this value card, especially when people haven't treated us like we're worth anything. But that's, I don't want to say that's their loss, but also that's probably part of like the way that things were supposed to be, so you could learn. And I know I really do see like success moving forward for you. I see things like you being able to like sail over your obstacles and just like rising and ascending higher, but you have to believe it. Don't worry. Like, there's always going to be a way. Like, even there's blessings in every situation. And I feel like you are almost like that's something that you're good at, is like being able to look at situations in that way. So you're already like ahead of the game here, you know? But there needs to be some peace made with the past in order to like kind of like rise above like the limits that you're kind of setting for yourself. You're telling yourself a story, or you're just expecting things to like continue in a certain way. And I don't know why you wouldn't, honestly, if they've been like that your whole life. But, you know, try to change the narrative a little bit in your head. All right, that's too many. What other advice do you have for pile 3? Turkey, honor your own time of harvest. Offer your gifts and blessings as service to the greater good. Yes, you definitely have some sort of mission here, and some ability to help other people. And if, I don't know, like if anything, focus on that first and just like doing that good, even without expecting anything out of it. Yes, I think success is assured for you, but it may not happen right away. Don't let it discourage you. Just keep trying to be consistent and keep trying, like those little details I was talking about. Just keep your dreams like burning, like I hate to say burning in your heart because that seems kind of like silly, but like, you know, keep your dreams alive in your heart, and you can definitely get there. And just like do it for like the motivation of helping other people for now, and then success will follow. I believe that. And it's a time of harvest. Honor your own time of harvest. Reevaluate your priorities. It is time to let go of what you no longer need. Magpie. Aren't magpies known for like saving like little things? Like I've heard of like a magpie like tendency to kind of like keep little trinkets and stuff like that. So yeah, like a hoarder or something, but I feel like this is more of like an emotional hoarding. So definitely like let go of these old stories that you're telling yourselves. Like maybe declutter your house. Like that's always, it's good to kind of do things in a physical way while you're trying to do it on an emotional level too, you know? Have a little clear out. And maybe this is all like the baggage from the past like swirling around. So don't be afraid to lighten your load. Crow. Universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. Yes, like definitely you have the power to do that, to kind of create whatever reality you choose. So like choose wisely and make sure you're trying to keep your vibration high. Parrot, let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It is time to embrace who you really are. I like how both of these are like facing each other. Let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It is time to embrace who you really are. Yeah, like I think that's more so speaking about the things in the past and kind of how other people have, letting how other people have treated you and maybe still treat you to this day, kind of influence your self-worth. But you, deep down, you have this ancient wisdom of who you really are. You have a heart of gold. You have a big brain. You know how to use it. So use that shit, you know, and create this reality. It's like face these fears and be like, you know what? Like, yeah, maybe I let you get away with some stuff because I was trying to be a good person. I have this big heart. It's not that you're stupid. You have a huge brain. It's just that sometimes we don't want to see things. We don't want to believe the worst in people because it's just sad. That doesn't make you stupid, and that doesn't make you unworthy. It makes you a caring person. And now that you've had, you know, learned some of these lessons, it's like you can move forward and be able to set boundaries more easily. Oh, I don't know why I'm shuffling this again, but I just landed on Osprey. Your success is now at hand. Allow the abundance to flow to you effortlessly. Maybe look into, what is this book? It's like, I think it's Elizabeth Daniels, if I'm not mistaken, but it's about manifesting, how to attract money. I'm going to try to link that below too. So like, that's good for like, you know, get into like a routine of like manifesting and things like that. So you can just start trying to cultivate like an energy of abundance. Listen to those frequencies, abundance, love, whatever you're trying to like manifest for yourself, like make it a part of your routine, even if it's just like background music. How hard is that, you know? I don't know. It's just something I'm thinking of. All right, now we're going to get some more. Let's see if there's any more symbology coming through. Oh, this is the wrong way. That's going to drive me crazy. Hold on. I have to turn it. I'm just gonna like kind of shuffle these around in here a little bit. All right. So what other messages need to come through for pile 3? What else might they be seeing in their dreams? What do we got? Grapes. Time to go out and have fun. Yes. With this dance with life, like, I love that. You could, I guess, again, be seeing fruit. Any of these things could be like symbolic. Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. Yeah, you might not have like this overnight success, but you could definitely be like working on yourself and expanding and just tending to little things step by step to keep going. Like the tortoise and the hare. Lily, spiritual love. Interesting. So yeah, that whole like relationship thing we were talking about, it's like, I think there is something very special reserved for you in your life. Woman, dealings or relationship with a woman. I mean, I guess you could be dreaming about a woman. That could be someone you want to or try to have a relationship with. Or we have feather, someone you know is undependable and insincere. I feel like these are the fears kind of coming through, or like speaking of the people from your past, maybe you've been having dreams of some of them again. Just kind of like that. That's what I'm getting. Like you're having a dream of maybe like a past relationship that maybe almost like the person like reminds you of the new person you're trying to date now, if that's like a thing for you right now, a little bit. And it's kind of like, say you have a dream that you're with this ex again, or like, oh my God, is it a sign that like this person is going to be like them? And maybe it is, maybe it's not, but you know, the only way to know is to kind of like give it a try. Gong, an exciting event. So feathers, lilies, gongs, bells, stuff like that, church bells, pineapple, reconciliation. Okay. Again, fruit. There could definitely be fruit in your dream. That came through twice. Arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Arrows, bows and arrows, things like that. Let's see. Teardrops, great personal sorrow. You could have dreams where you're having like releases, crying, even like, I hate to say orgasms, but like just something like releasing energy. Like I'm getting that you could be having like some sort of dream like that. We also have key, successful outcome to your problems. Keys, doors opening, things like that. Any of those could be factoring. Dragon, beware of self-delusion. Ooh, maybe having dreams about dragons. That's kind of cool. Or I guess scary if you were actually dreaming about it and it was like chasing you. Star seeds, guaranteed success. Just saying. I feel like that's really coming through here for some of you. We have purse, pay attention to your finances. That's those little details I'm talking about. Check your money, make sure you're paying your bills on time, make sure you're keeping up with your, I don't know, registration on your car and your inspection and like those little like things, like those adult things that you have to do. Cleaning up, getting rid of spoiled food in the fridge. We have goldfish. Oh, that came through in pile 1. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. And I'm just gonna get a couple more. Oh, March. I got March. I got more flowers. Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. And I get 2 more. Unicorn. Look at these mythical creatures coming through. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. You know what I'm thinking with this is like a merry-go-round, something like that. You could be, or like riding horses or something like that. And then dog, far away. Dog, again, with that serious, there's like that connection because that's like the dog star. Or you could be having dreams about dogs and it says a distant friend is thinking of you. This again could be your star family, and things like that. And then what's on the bottom? Older woman. So, all right, guys, I hope that reading resonated and helped you to kind of get some clarity about like the messages that have been coming through in your dreams, because they aren't always the most clear. If you enjoyed this reading, please leave me some love. Otherwise, I will catch you in the next one. Thank you so much. Probably next time going to do my zodiac readings another round. So we should see an Aries reading shortly. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night or day wherever you are. Bye.